Hello everybody, we are going to be talking about the hot start that Buffalo Sabres blue liner Rasmus Dahlin has had to start the season. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new to the sport or if you're new to my channel in general. I am hoping to do this as a full-time career and would love to have you here along the way. Now having said that, let's get started in talking about Dahlin and how good of a year this could be for him. He's obviously got off to an incredible start. 5 goals through 5 games, and we're going to put that in perspective to his other seasons and what this season could look like. So his rookie year, he had 44 points and 9 goals and 35 assists in 82 games played and had point per game average of .54. Then the following season, he had 40 points, 4 goals, 36 assists in 59 games played for an average of .68 points per game. And then the 2020-21 season, really the 2021 season, he had 23 points, 5 goals, and 18 assists in 6 games played for .41 points per game. This was the shortened year because of, the spicy cough. And then, of course, this was the year that everybody was freaking out because you look at his point per game and all that, kind of was a quiet year for him. And of course, the Sabres were in a very, very difficult division, so I feel for them there in Dahlin before having the previous season, this most recent past season, 2021-22 season, 53 points, which is a career high. 13 goals, 40 assists in 80 games played in a point per game total of .66 before arriving to this season. As of right now, 8 points, 5 goals, 3 assists in 5 games played for 1.6 points per game. Clearly off to the best start of his career in terms of points and points per game. As you know, that he has never averaged over a point per game as a player in the NHL and has played plenty of games so far through his young career. This is incredible. You look at what he's been able to do. He's on pace for 82 goals, 49 assists, 131 points in an 82-game season if he is able to play the full stretch. Now we are aware things are going to come down a little bit. There's no way that anyone averages or gets 82 goals in a season unless they're named Connor McDavid, somebody like that, Austin Matthews. Even still, I don't see us ever getting to that point anymore. But you're looking at Dahlin and you're seeing what is, kind of clicking and going right. We know that Dahlin is a good player. We know that he's more of an offensive-minded player. I was kind of reading about this the other day. A few years ago, he was in a system that wasn't really benefiting him. Here he is, and I think he's at a spot now where people are going to try to, focus on what is the good. What is Dahlin doing right and what makes him a good defenseman or a player in general? I think one of the things here is he has good vision and he is able to get the puck in by himself, which is incredibly good things. If you're going to be a top-tier defenseman, you have to be a guy offensively. I guess if you're a top-tier offensive defenseman, you have to be able to get the puck in your own, and he has been able to do that. And all around, I think a big knock on him has been, is he going to be this big goal scorer? Last year, before last season, his previous high for goals in a season was 9, then followed it up with 13. We're looking at this year, him possibly being able to smash right through that. He's got 8 more goals to tie it, 9 to pass it. Tough to say because, blue liners are incredibly more likely to suffer those droughts. I would say, though, that we are on pace to see a career year for him in terms of these stats because it'd be hard to see him playing 70 games and then not getting 8 more goals, 9 more goals. I don't know if he'll get a 20-goal season as a defenseman this year, especially because you look at him before and they haven't been able to be big-time goal scorers here. But I would say that he is in a good spot to have a career year all around. Again, I don't know if he'll be a point-per-game player this year, but I would say anything under, let's go 70 points would be kind of a letdown. Not for me on him or how he's been having this good of a year to start out the year, but if he tapered off a little bit, I would be a little sad because I do think he is a player that has been a good player when he's come into the league. Hasn't been in the best circumstances in terms of talent with him in coaching. Some of the pairing that they've had with him obviously hasn't been, ideal either. But all around, glad to see him get some recognition. He is the first Sabres player, or one of 3 Sabres players, I think in the last 30 years or something like that to score in the first 5 games of a season. So very intriguing there. And I had said early in the year that I thought Owen Power would be the leading blue line scorer for Buffalo. Looks like Dahlin out of nowhere just decided, you know what, off the back of my 13 goal season, I'm going to try to have a 20, 25 goal season, whatever the case may be. Again, I'd be shocked if he hit that 20 goal mark, but I would be really happy for him because, you know, a few years ago, even that 2021 season, people were really talking about should Buffalo move on from him? Are they overvaluing him? Whatever the case may be. I'm just glad that he is at this spot where he is on pace for 131 points. If that happened, holy cow, Buffalo fans, you better buckle up, as I believe he is an RFA after this season. Might be mistaken there, but regardless, looking forward to seeing what he can do here for the rest of the season. Do you think this will be a career year for Dahlin for goals and points in general? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Again, please and thank you. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night, and Eagle love hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.